Hello, we are on day 3 of our holiday meal planning activity, and today you're going to be working on your grocery list for the top 3 shared ingredients that you identified yesterday. So if you scroll up to your day 2 portion where you were listing out the recipes, you should have decided on kind of those top 3 shared ingredients. So again, what that means is it has to be an ingredient that is shown in more than one recipe. Okay, so butter, you can see I show this down here. Butter shows up in my cheesecake and my garlic bread recipes. And it uses fractions, which is important, okay? So butter was my top ingredient, and then I had salt and vanilla, which were also repeated in various recipes and had fractions. So today, using those top 3, okay, you can copy them down, 1, 2, 3. Here's butter, salt, and vanilla. And then it's probably a good thing to just start by checking off what recipes, so if you zoom in on this box here, which recipes contain this ingredient. So for butter, you can see I marked item number 4 and 5, which was the cheesecake and garlic bread. For salt was in my cheesecake and garlic bread as well. And then vanilla is in my cookie salad and my cheesecake. So you can see how all of my top ingredients were in more than one recipe. And I'm just going to kind of talk you through how I showed my math for the butter ingredient, okay? So your goal today is to figure out how much total butter do you need, or in this case, do I need, in order for me to make enough cheesecake and garlic bread for my meal that I have planned, okay? So if I scroll up and look at my cheesecake recipe first, okay, a few things that you want to make sure you're looking at, right? For cheesecake, it said that it served 12 people, right? And I'm having 15 on my guest list. So that means that I have to make 2 batches of cheesecake. So when I look at this recipe and I focus on the butter, it says for 1 batch, I need 7/16 of a cup. So if I'm going to make 2 batches, you can see my math down below here now. If I'm going to make 2 batches of cheesecake, I need 7/16 of a cup plus another 7/16 of a cup. Okay, and you could also do times 2, but adding 2 groups of 7/16 is going to get us that same answer. So I know that if I'm making 2 batches of cheesecake, I'm going to need 14/16 of a cup of butter. And you might choose to simplify that now, or you might wait till later. So that's for the cheesecake recipe. Now, since butter is also in my garlic bread, if I scroll up to my garlic bread recipe, here's the butter right here, 1/2 cup. But for my garlic bread, it says I need to make 3 batches. So that means I need, you can see it here, 1/2 cup plus 1/2 cup plus 1/2 cup, which is going to give me 1 and 1/2 cups of butter. So you can see how my work is shown really nicely here. 2 batches of cheesecake, 3 batches of garlic bread. I want to now take these 2 and put this here. And you can see how this, I'm going to put these 2 numbers together, right? And you can see now that I added them. So 14/16 plus 1 and 1/2. And the first thing you'll notice is I have this note here, right? Is you need to have a common denominator before you can add. Okay, so in this case, I turned my 2 into a 16 by multiplying by 8 on top and bottom, which turns that into 1 and 8/16. And now I can put them together. You can see I did the 14 plus 8 gave me 22/16, and then the 1 whole, that part just stayed the same. Now, when I look at this answer here, 22/16 can't stay that way. That's an improper fraction. So 16 fits into 22 one full time, you can see that here, with 6 left over. So 1 and 6/16. Since there was already 1 whole, if I have 1 whole and another whole, now I have 2 wholes and 6/16. Because they're both even, I can divide by 2 and simplify here. You can see that reminder right down here. And that gives me an answer of 2 and 3/8 cups of butter. So in order to kind of carry out the menu that I have planned, that is how much butter I need. You can see that I wrote that right over here where it tells me to write in the total amount needed. So that is what I'm looking for your work shown, so I can see your steps. How did you get there? Did you remember to include the right number of batches for each before you added? All of that, okay? So that's the work for my butter. Now I'm going to move on and do the same thing for my salt and my vanilla. So for salt, I said it was in my cheesecake and garlic bread. So again, I'm going to scroll up to my recipes, look to see how much I need for the cheesecake. I'm going to double it because I need 2 batches. Find out how much I need for the garlic bread. I'm going to triple that because I need 3 batches. And then again, same process for the vanilla. So make sure, like I said, you're showing your work. You find a common denominator when you're adding and simplifying whenever possible. Okay, I will post this example in your assignment so that you can check it out and refer to it as you're working today. And as always, please reach out with any questions that you have or join my meet.